Stanley took a shower, if you could call it that, ate dinner, if you could call it that, and went to bed, if you could call his smelly and scratchy coat a bed. Because of the scarcity of water, his camper was only allowed a full mini shower. It took Stanley nearly that long to get used to the cold water. There was no knob for hot water. He kept stepping into, then jumping from the spray, until the water shut off automatically. He never managed to use his bar of soap, which was just as well, because he wouldn't have had time to rinse off the subs. Dinner was some kind of stewed meat and vegetable. The meat was brown, and the vegetable had once been green. Everything tasted pretty much the same. He ate it all, and used a slice of white bread to mop up the juice. Stanley had never been one to leave food on his plate, no matter how it tasted. "What would you do?" one of the campers asked him. At first, Stanley didn't know what he meant. "They sent you here for a reason." "Oh," he realized, "I stole a pair of sneakers." The other boys thought that was funny. Stanley wasn't sure why. Maybe because their crimes were a lot worse than stealing shoes. "From a store, or were they on someone's feet?" just asked the squid. Neither," Stanley answered. "They belonged to Claude Livingstone." Nobody believed him. "Sweet feet?" said X-Ray. "Yeah, right." "No way," said Squid. Now, as Stanley lay on his coat, he thought it was kind of funny in a way. Nobody had believed him when he said he was innocent. Now, when he said he stole them, nobody believed him either. Claude Sweetfoot Livingstone was a famous baseball player. He led American League in stolen bases over the last 3 years. He was also only player in history to ever hit 4 triples in one game. Stanley had a poster hanging on the wall of his bedroom. He used to have poster anyway. He didn't know where it was now. It had been taken by the police and was used as evidence of guilt in a courtroom. Claude Livingstone also came to court. In spite of everything, when Stanley found out that Sweet Feet was going to be there, he was actually excited about the prospect of meeting his hero. Claude Livingstone testified that there was his sneakers and that he had donated them to help raise money for the homeless shelter. He said he couldn't imagine what kind of horrible person would steal from homeless children. That was the worst part for the Stanley. His hero thought he was no good, dirty, rotten thief. As Stanley tried to turn over his coat, he was afraid it was going to collapse under his weight. He barely fit in it. When he finally managed to roll over his stomach, the smell was so bad that he had to turn over again and trying to sleep on his back. The coat smelled like a sour milk. Though it was night, the air was very warm. Armpit was snowing 2 coasts away. Back at school, a bully named Derek June used to torment Stanley. The teachers never took Stanley's complaint seriously because Derek was so much smaller than Stanley. Some teachers even seemed to find amusing that a little kid like Derek could pick on someone big as Stanley. On the day Stanley was arrested, Derek had taken Stanley's notebook and after a long game of come and get it, finally dropped it in the hot toilet in the boys' restroom. By the time Stanley retrieved it, he had missed his bus and had to walk home. It was while he was walking home, carrying his wet notebook, with the prospect of having to copy of the rinse page, that was sneakers fell from the sky. "I was walking home and sneakers fell from the sky," he had told the judge. "One hit me on the head."